Whew, it's amazing, guys. How out of shape you can get in 6 months. Yeah, in January I ran a last man standing event, and I won it. I ran 125 miles in 30 hours. And today I turned around at 4 because I was like, man, my back hurts, my shoulders hurt, my neck hurts.
You can still go, even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Hi, welcome back. It's Adrian the Mountain Man. I'm here at the corner of Jimmy Rogers and Little Rogers Road. This is one of the entrances to the Mountains to Sea Trail. Gonna see how far I can go today. Probably not more than 10. I would guess between like 7 and 10. It's a little less aggressive than last week. I ran at the River, and I had 800 feet in the first 4 miles, which isn't crazy, but for me, coming back from injury and haven't run hills in a long time, it was a lot. So I decided to come out here where it's a little bit more flat. But yeah, I wanted to talk about my recovery, how that's going from both my sacral stress fracture and the sports hernia. It's been up and down, so I want to tell you guys about that and take you along for this run. All right, let's go. I'm about 2 miles in, 12:41 average so far. So running, walking. Stopped to film a couple of things, but I stopped my watch for that. Anyway, so yeah, my recovery. It's hard. If you've watched me for a long time, I call myself like a momentum runner. And basically I just mean it takes me a long time to get into a routine or to switch my routine. So I was running, I was racing, I got the stress fracture, and I couldn't even really walk. It was very painful to walk like to the kitchen or anything. So I wasn't doing anything for a long time, probably like 3 months. So now I'm trying to get back into a routine of running, but I'm struggling. I really hate running in the summer here in North Carolina. It's so humid. Today is not the worst. It's probably between 75 and 80 degrees, and the humidity is crazy. But so not this week. Today's Saturday, so not this week, but last week I did really well. I was getting like, I kind of switched my goal from like running to like steps. I was like, and that could include running, but so I was trying to get 20,000 steps every day, and that included like mowing the lawn, going for a walk, getting on the treadmill, walking the dog, whatever. And I did really well for a whole week. Hit it every single day. And then I can't remember if it was this past Sunday. I can't remember now, but this past week it's been raining like crazy and thunderstorms and just really wet. And so yeah, so last Saturday I ran at River State Park. I think I ran like 7 miles and about 1,000 feet of gain, which is a little aggressive. My back was pretty sore, not from the injury, but just from being out of shape. But then Sunday, I don't remember what we were doing. I think it was just raining. So I didn't get the 20,000. I think I maybe had like 11 or 12,000, but spiderweb. But I kind of got defeated that I didn't hit it. So sometimes I'm kind of all or nothing. So when I was so then Monday came along again. It was raining, pouring. I couldn't really do anything outside. So I kind of gave up this week. Like I said, today's Saturday, but the rest of this week haven't really gotten a lot of steps. Haven't really done too much. I work from home, so it's kind of hard to get into a routine. When I used to work for the university, I worked for UNC Chapel Hill. I'd walk around at lunch, walk around the parking deck in the shade, you know, walk to work from the car, all that kind of stuff. But now that I'm at home, I don't go anywhere. So it's really hard to just get steps just throughout the day. So like this 20,000 steps, I'm probably only getting 3,000 of those like naturally. My watch is telling me to eat. You know, just doing my stuff throughout the day, whereas before I get like 10 or 12,000 steps like off the bat. So anyway, I will check in with you guys in a little bit. Continue this talk on what I'm doing now, and I went to PT. So all right, I'll tell you guys about that in a bit. All right, so what am I gonna do now? I don't know. I'm gonna try maybe dial that 20,000 steps. I kind of want to do 15, but I might have to just start with 10 for now, just so it's an attainable goal and I'm not getting defeated. But I think if I set 10 as a minimum, that'll be good. That's about, according to my quick Google search, that's about 5 miles of like steps. So I feel like that's good. It's an improvement on what I've been doing. It's not the most drastic thing I could be doing, but to go into that, to follow into that, I like I said, I went to physical therapy yesterday, and they gave me 3 exercises. One of them is called the Copenhagen, which is kind of like a side plank, but you have one leg hanging off of something, so your whole body is suspended from like your elbow and then like your ankle or your knee, depending on how you're doing it. So you kind of hang in there, and so that puts you know, that kind of engages like your obliques, but also like the inside of your leg, your adductor, which is where my sports hernia is. So it kind of forces that to engage. Those are a little hard to get used to because you're like hanging off of something. And I told the guy, I said, man, I gotta lose some weight because, you know, I gained like 25-30 pounds. And he said, well, right now we can use it to our advantage because it's a harder workout, obviously. The second is actual plank, but when you're doing the plank, you alternate, like picking up your one leg straight, you know, straight up, and then the other one. So, you know, obviously you're laying kind of on your stomach, but holding yourself up, and then you pick up one leg at a time. And then the third one is a little harder to explain. It's like kind of like doing high knees, but you're laying on your back, and then you have a resistance band on each foot. So they're working against each other. So you bring one knee up and the other one goes down, and then the neutral position is just like, you know, you just with both your legs up. So you're just kind of doing high knees at a pretty slow cadence, and trying to engage your core at the same time. So yeah, I did those yesterday, and I mean, I know I'm out of shape, but I still feel like I'm fairly strong. No, my abs are killing me. I felt like I had a stomach ache, and I didn't do that much. So, but the other thing he said was, right now I'm running maybe 20 to 30 miles, like 2 weeks ago, a week. He said he wants me to kind of stay there and add like cross training, so pool, bike, that kind of thing. So that's another thing that kind of feeds into not really setting 20,000 steps as a goal, because I'll be doing other activities that don't involve steps. So that's my plan for now. But like I said, I'm having a tough time getting back into it, especially with the weather the way it's been, just pouring and everything's soaking wet. And you know, 2 weeks ago I was mowing my lawn, kind of to get in some extra steps. I mean, and that needed to be done, but it's so wet I can't mow my lawn because it's just like a swamp out there. So anyway, all right, I'll check in with you guys later. I still haven't turned around, but just hit 3 miles, so I might try to do the whole 10, you know, but obviously some of it's kind of walking and hiking. All right, I'll check in soon. Whew, it's amazing, guys, how out of shape you can get in 6 months. Yeah, in January I ran a last man standing event, and I won it. I ran 125 miles in 30 hours. And today I turned around at 4 because I was like, man, my back hurts, my shoulders hurt, my neck hurts. So pretty incredible. The scary thing is I would like to go back and do that race again and defend my title. But that only gives me 6 months, so hopefully it's gonna work both ways. I know I've got to do a lot more work to get back in shape than I did to get out of shape, but yeah, so I was trying to go for 5, but my low back is pretty sore, carrying all this extra weight on the front. And so I decided to just turn around and walk it back. So I've got about 3 more miles to get back, so that'll be 8 for the day. But thought I'd stop by the lake here, get some drone footage and kind of check it out. It was just me out here, but I don't know if you can see over there, there's some people fishing now. But yeah, YouTube gives me a good excuse to stop. Oh, I gotta get some footage. So all right, I will check in with you guys probably just back at the car. All right, see you then. I made it back to the car. Just over 8 miles. Oops, my watch is still going. 8.19, 2 hours. So it's like 1440 pace, which is I didn't plan it, but that's exactly 24-hour pace for a 100-miler. So yeah, definitely started feeling it. Like I said before, my shoulders were killing me because I'm not used to wearing a pack. I haven't been wearing a pack for a long time. And so I had my water, I had my fuel, I had my GoPro, I had my drone battery, my drone remote, all that stuff. So it started hurting my shoulders. So but yeah, I made it back. We're getting there. Like I said, just trying to gain some momentum, kind of lower my expectations a little bit, set more attainable goals. But that's kind of what you do anyway when you're training. I mean, I coach a bunch of guys for ultramarathons, and you know, it's always about adjusting to where you're at and trying to meet your goals, and doing it correctly, incrementally. So I just have to remember that for myself. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. Hope your training's going well, and I will talk to you guys next week.